What's up? What's up? Hope that everyone's having a great Shabbat today. But today I'll be going through two lost books about our ancestors. I'm not going to go through everything that are in the books, but I will be going through some parts that I find to be very important. But before I get started, I'd like to explain to you guys what the Lives of the Prophets book is all about. The book is basically about the founding days of prophets, and even things that are not even talked about in the Old Testament. So let's start at the top of the page. It talks about Isaiah, talks about how he dies in the hands of Manasseh. There was an evil king in Israel that was named Manasseh. And that talks about Manasseh. In the paragraph that mentions Hezekiah, we can see that he gave some of our secrets away to Gentiles. That's the word Gentiles is mentioned throughout the Old Testament. I used to think that word was just mentioned in the New Testament. It'd be nice if you guys could help me figure out what are the secrets of David and Solomon. Because of Hezekiah's actions, he wasn't able to reproduce. And right here in these texts, it mentions that we went into captivity because of his actions. This event in Hezekiah's life happened after Moses talked about the curses that would be placed. Our ancestors mentioned in Deuteronomy 28. Let's take a look to the Jeremiah part. If you don't know why Jeremiah was in Egypt, he was there because Joseph was a pharaoh. In the book of Genesis, we are told that Joseph was second in command in Egypt. In the book of the Hebrew pharaohs, Egypt, we are told that Joseph and his two sons were also pharaohs. Some historians, such as Ralph Ellis, said that David and Solomon were pharaohs too. So this is why Jeremiah was in Anathoth. But this is second Egypt. The first Egypt was in the Americas. The first Egypt got so crowded that Joseph told the Egyptians to build another city. But, we can talk about that in another video. That's just another video. Take a look at the second paragraph. If you guys are wondering who Antigonus and Ptolemy were, Antigonus was a Greek general, and Ptolemy was a Greek writer. I believe that the reason that Alexander the Great was at Jeremiah's grave, I believe it would be possible that he could be paying respect to him. That the Greeks enslaved Judah, but I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. If you want to know more about how the Greeks enslaved Judah, just open up Apocrypha. Now I'm going to go into editions of Esther book. In the first verse, you'll see something really strange. In this verse, it seems like some of our people at one time had kids with the Greeks. You guys can read the rest of yourselves. Back to the other book. Earlier, I felt like that Alexander the Great was in respect toward Jeremiah. And turns out that Jeremiah was buried in honor near Pharaoh's palace because his prayers had delivered the Egyptians from poisonous snakes and other plagues. His relics were reportedly moved to Alexandria and placed in a circle around the city, which was consequently likewise protected from apes and crocodiles. Right here makes it seem like that Jeremiah prophesied about how a Savior would be born, but we know that Isaiah 43:10 talks about how that there is no one before or after the Creator, and we know that the 11th verse talks about how there is no Savior, and we know from history that Christus was the Egyptian Christ that gave people salvation, and we know from history that Serapis Christos was the Greek Christ, and we know from history that Christians often took things from other religions so they could create Jesus. They even took characteristics from people from the Old Testament so they could create Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Piso Josephus, if Flavius Josephus, which was Paul Piso, destroyed Jeremiah's team. After all he did destroy the library of Alexandria. Soon I'll be going over all of this. Paul, the other characters that mentioned in the New Testament. Shalom.